Hello everyone, welcome. How the devil are you? Hope you're good. Hope you've had a wonderful week. Happy Friday, one and all. I don't know about you, but it's been an up and down week, I'll be honest. If I can be candid with you, it's been an up and down week. It started off a bit shitty and a bit sort of tough, but it's sort of finished quite nicely in a weird way. I mean, don't get me wrong, this stream is probably going to ruin it, and we're probably going to end up in a really bad situation again. But things actually are very much, yin and yanging in the real world. And I know people are still, kicking off about Football Manager, but let's face it, it's a good escapism for a lot of shite, isn't it? So for all the nonsense, it's still nice, and we get to hang out, and that's the main thing. We get to hang out, all of us here collectively. We get to have a wonderful time just chatting some absolute bollocks while there's some minor celebrities eating bollocks on telly. So why don't we take a little flight to South Africa and pay homage, visit some would say, but homage is what I reckon we're going to say, to the Kaizer Chiefs. Feel free to make any jokes about predicting riots or blah, 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 blah. Right? Come on then, let's do it. Here we are then. Welcome. How the devil are you all? Hope you're good. FM Llama is in the chat, by the way. The GOAT, the absolute GOAT of the FM world. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope the family llamas are treating you well. Dan is in as well, of course, in the Twitch chat over in YouTube. Airwolf's kicking it along. Hello, Airwolf. How are we, buddy? Nice to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Who else we got here? Rougeo's in the squads here. Plenty of people chilling in the background. Retrogradus is in as well. Let me just quickly adjust that camera angle ever slightly because I may have a new camera that I was messing about with, and I've not gone back to readjust to my old settings properly as we do this. So there you go. Just this is the behind the scenes bit, you know what I mean? Zeep's in. Sorry, I should say, in case anyone was interested, Sonny Kamara did turn up. so Sonny Kamara will be plugged in as of next week once I work out how he works. So yes, he's very, very lovely. Look at lovely, and look at that. Whoa. God, he's got box to box mid. He's a trequartiste to this fella. So yeah, Sonny Kamara is here, yeah, we shall see. Maybe a new microphone will turn up at some point as well. We will see. We will see. Sonny Kamara, TT's lad. That's the one. Llama. Yeah, he is. He absolutely is. Old TT Kamara there. So Sonny's turned up, and I've got a couple of things I still need to get because, of course, clearly I'm not going to bought everything all at once. I'm going to put it on and just went, I need a battery pack, and what I didn't even realise there was such a thing as a mini HDMI connector. I mean, it's not like I taught film production for 8 years, is it? So how would I know that? Apparently not. So yeah, I need to get one. I need to get a mini HDMI into my Elgato Cam Link. Other Cam Links are available, but I've got the Elgato one, so I'll get that. I mean, the thing is, the battery packs are brilliant, and I've got one for my old DSLR, which I did try to use as a webcam previously, but you couldn't get a clean HDMI on it at the time because unless you basically tried to crack the software. So it was like a proper old school original one, and I was like, I don't really fancy trying to do that. Plus it obviously doesn't do 4K. Not that we're going to be streaming in 4K, of course, because nobody's internet can handle 4K really. Even mine, that's quite expensive. Oh, whoa, Liam Burns injured, damn it. But even mine, which is brilliant, isn't gonna handle 4K to be honest. So, yeah, so we won't be doing 4K, but it's nice that it can do it. It's an option, at least for shooting anyway. So I've got a battery pack for that DSLR, but obviously that's a Canon and this is a Sony, and heaven forbid they should talk to each other and be able to be interchangeable. So it doesn't work, so I've got to go and get a different one. I have got there is a USB-C charger that you can plug in, but it, according to Jebru, it will just about handle a stream. So it's like, right, rather than risking it, I'll get a battery pack. So we'll so I'll get that sorted as well. And plus I need to play around with like the ISO settings and the aperture and all that sort of stuff, and then work out how to properly set it up to get all those wrinkles in glorious high definition. Do you know what I mean? So that's the thing. You need to see just exactly how old I actually look. There's a lot of work going on this camera, by the way. Aren't proprietary batteries just A's? Aren't they? You'll have the best full screen camera match of the day too. Take that, Gen Z. I will, Llama, but only for some games. Some games that have been played that will then feature later in the series will look like this. And then other matches that will be out of sequence will look like I don't know, like Lelujo, I presume, really. So yeah, make of that what you will, everyone. So if that's not a thing for you to all consider, then I don't really know what is, to be honest. Calispiramine Wolf, how are you, my friend? Hope you're good. Pleasure to see you in. Hope life's treating you well. As you can see here, we have got a match against Cape Town City, so we've got to try and just got to keep winning, haven't we? Just got to keep doing those winning things that we like. Actually, Froschler might be able to fit there. Let's put Froschler in. Put him on the bench still. Yeah. What else am I going to say? Calispiro Jason over on YouTube as well. How are you, pal? And 33 is in as well, my friend. How are you, buddy? Pleasure to see you. Hope life is treating you well. I am on an angle now, aren't I? I'm not. Is that better? No, I need to go that way, don't I? It's only a nudge. It's the slightest of nudges. That's better. Much better. Let's see what football brings. No. Oh, look at that. Look, we've done so well. And all of a sudden we've mentioned football. So let's not do that, because that's what ruins the stream, doesn't it? I should say as well, before we get started, by the way, and I was talking about something, wasn't I? I was talking about the camera. We'll come back to Sonny Kamara in a second. Shout out, by the way, to Dan. Right. Old Dan FM. He's only gone and sent me a low stuff scarf, hasn't he? So massive shout out there to Dan. So yeah. Up the lower stuff town. This is not an invite, by the way, for everyone to ask for my postal address. should point that out. Dan does have slight privileges by being a mod. So I'm like, right, do you know what? We can just about accept that that's fine. Dan can have my address, but we don't. We're not going to be chucking out to everyone. Unless, who knows? But yes, no, very, very, very kind. Thank you, Dan. That's awesome of you. Slightly off topic. How's the form for Kaizer Chiefs? Right. So before we get started, Llama, that's a good question. We've played one match so far in the league, and we were very, very good. We beat Cape Town Spurs 2-0. Remember them? We used to manage Cape Town Spurs. Pre-season, we beat Ubuntu Cape Town 4-1. We beat City Rovers 2-0. And we beat Acorn Brush 2-1. So it's 4 wins on the bounce. So I'm expecting a 5-0 defeat right now. We are 4-3-3. We are sort of thinking that this formation, this sort of like setup that we've got works for us quite nicely. It's one game in, like, you know, we were playing suspiciously well, as Zeep said, suspiciously okay. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how it gets on, but fingers crossed. We need a big performance this season. We're expected to finish 3rd. I mean, we're 5 seasons into the Pentagon and we are nowhere nowhere to be seen on the Pentagon just yet. But a lot can change in the Pentagon. Do you know what I mean? Like, it could end up, all it needs, I know this is like, all it needs is one Champions League win, and the save is on it is away. Right, okay, we are on a roll at that point. We're certainly a start. It's easy to say all we need is one Champions League win when we've barely even got to we've only just got to the top division of South Africa. So we will see how it goes. Did I get the Newcastle Man City half and half scarf I sent? No, you haven't actually. I didn't. DPD did say there was a parcel uncollected. Do you think it might be that? But yes, I will absolutely. It's like a big like sort of sports washing banner, isn't it? Really, it's lovely. It's lovely. It's a huge thing. I will wear it with pride, Llama. I will. There's blood on the packaging. That was it. That was it. The blood of innocent individuals. Where's the slow cooker chat? Oh, Console, how are you, my friend? Well done, well done. It's a pleasure to have you in. We need a bit more slow. Yeah, that's happened already. Okay, 1-0 down. I'm not saying that there's a correlation, Console. But yes, we need some slow cooker chat. I did. I actually did salt and pepper chicken in the slow cooker today. So that's my slow cooker meal of the day. I fucking love salt and pepper chicken. I really do. Honestly. There's an ADHD thing in it when you find like a meal you like and you're like, let's just have that all the time. There's Miami getting his goal. Yeah, the former captain of the Sundowns. So if you weren't with us last time, we've taken the captain of the league winners for free, actually. So a very tasty dumb blood. Very, very tasty dumb blood. Yeah. What you did for the postage was you had to overinflate the price as well, particularly if you're delivering it yourself. Did I tell him we conceded? Yeah, you did, yeah. Oh, look at this football, though. Oh, what about that? So we're talking about the young people say that things are cooking. This is slow cooker cooking, isn't it? Like, look at this for a goal. Oh, the Kaizer Chiefs. Ricky Wilson, take a bow. My word. What a goal. TJ made salt and pepper chicken. What a man, what a man, what a mighty fine man. I just push it. I just push it real good. Llama, that's all I do. That's the secret. This is also me once I find a meal I like or snack. I live on it for the next couple of weeks. Yeah, I think it's a trait, innit? I think it's absolutely a trait. And then eventually you just go, I don't think I ever want to eat this again. Correlation is not causation. It's not, but you know what I mean? Like, coincidences don't exist, do they? Straight red for Jordia Sheen. He's off. Good ball at the back post. Oh! McQuainer. There we go. Hello, Tristan. How are you, my friend? Hope you're good. How's life treating you, buddy? at this. Look at this for a goal, Tristan. This is brilliant. I mean, you've got to be happy with that. Back post header. Keeper does us a little favour. Flaps at it, but McQuainer with the header puts us, don't say it too loudly, puts us top of the league. I mean, we are 2 games in, so without wanting to get too carried away, Zeke, what do you reckon? Do you reckon this is an invincible season? Could well be, couldn't it? Console, I took a full baguette to a large bowl of soup today, half a pack of Lurpak. Right, Console, you're talking my language here, right? Because Mrs. J will back me up on this. If we have soup at home, Mrs. J has a couple of slices of bread. Of course she does. She's not a monster. She knows that I take the majority of the pack afterwards. Just like, right, you know what, TJ, you take the rest of the pack and dunk until your heart is content. That's all you got to do. It's got to be at least half a pack of bread, you know. And Lurpak as well. I mean, that is dedication to calories, isn't it? Oh, look at this. Chiefs bringing the ball out from defence. Oh, it was almost too good to be true. We may have found out that baby Fraser's en route. Yes, yes, Tristan. Congratulations, my friend. How far along are we? That's awesome news. Well done, mate. Really, really proud of you. Really happy. That's incredible news. Right, there you go. That victory dedicated to Babyface. Okay? So, congratulations, buddy. It's I'm sure the parents in the room will testify. It's a wild ride, is parenting. Yeah. Can be lots of fun. And it can be, well, it is frustrating, but it's class. It is class. Bread is the main meal, soup is the condiment. Ain't that just the thing, right? Like, the soup is the filling in the bread, surely. Like, what a real connoisseur would do would be to hollow out the baguette and pour soup in it. Yeah. Miami Fairs, yes. June, July. Oh, cool. That's when Eldest Jameson cropped up in July. So, good work all around to everyone. Well played, that man and woman. So, awesome, man. See, at least you knew as well. Like with Mrs. J and Littlest Jameson, we didn't find out until, well, we didn't know until 20 weeks, and that was a bit of a surprise. Some of you know the whole story about youngest Jameson. I don't know if it's a story for tonight or not. I'm sure we've told it before. Right, there you go. Right, Dan's a July child, so Tristan, you have to call the child Dan. So, irrespective if it's a boy or girl. Both excited but shitting a brick. I think that's probably about right. I think that's about right. I think all of us parents in the room would be like going, yeah, that's pretty much it. And it doesn't get any easier from there. You know, I think the day that you don't find it scary is like probably a bit weird, maybe? I don't know. Something's gone wrong, I think. Right, okay. Players out on international duty, but it's fine. It's the cup. So we don't necessarily need... Well, we don't need to win the cup. Not even necessarily. We don't need to win the cup. what we do have to do is try and keep some players fit. So we're probably have to do more rotation this year than we've done in the previous season. Zeke minus you in less than 5 weeks. Oh God, is it that soon? I'm past fear into acceptance. It's going to be chaos. Yeah, pretty much, Zeke. Like the thing is, it's like there's no real way of describing it, because you sort of like have to like what's odd, right? There's no test. You know, like you have to have a test to drive. Yeah, they go, okay, here's a piece of machinery, don't crash it. But then they give you a child and they go, good luck with that. That's yours. Yeah. Like there's nobody checks that you can do anything with it. Like they're like, all right, can you put a nappy on it? And they're like, don't know. Like you have a little go in the ward and that, and they go, right, yeah, you can do that. And you're like, okay, cool. And they're like, can you feed it? And like, yeah. And they go, all right, cool, see you later then. And you're like, no, well, what else does it do? Like, what do I not know? Oh, yeah, I don't know anything is the answer. But also, you know loads of stuff anyway. It's all like weirdly ingrained in you. You just know what to do. It's odd. You can't really explain it, but you just know. And then you get used to it, and then you just realise that sleep is like not a thing ever. I think after we had Eldest Jameson, I think for the first week, maybe 2 weeks, myself and Mrs. J did not eat a single meal that didn't come with a handful of Skittles. We just bought loads of bags of Skittles because we thought, like, let's just get extra sugar boost as we kept going. So whatever we had, if we had like, it was something like a lasagna, but it's like lasagna, like a mouthful of Skittles as you kept going, just to keep us up. Keep being prepared to be covered in shit, sick and piss all at different times. Oh, see, we never had the sickly child. Like, we were quite fortunate, very, very fortunate, in fact. We had two kids that slept, and we had 2 kids that weren't sick. Eldest Jameson wasn't sick from the day he was born until I'm gonna say it was the December or January, might have been January, when COVID was just started, and there was all the signs for, have you been to Wuhan? Like, he got norovirus. that month he got norovirus. That's the first time he was sick, was when he had norovirus, and we were like isolated in the hospital. And since then, I think he's been sick like 3 more times, and he's 6 now. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're shat for all nations. That's the thing. And then like you turn up to work and you're just like, I've got milk on me, haven't I? That's a bit of piss on me right there. I hope that's my piss, and it's not. It is a hell of a sickness. First sickness, go big or go home. Yeah, it was weird because like he was being sick, and again, this is the thing, right? Your all common sense goes out the window with your kids. I didn't know how to react because he'd never been sick before. So my first thought, bear in mind this is happening in the middle of the night, I just took my t-shirt off, cuddled him, and just went, just be sick on me. So all he was doing was being sick on my bare chest. And I was like, why have I done this? Like, I'm sat on a towel and he's just being, I'm like, I should have really just put the towel on. But only thing I thought was just be sick on me. That'll do it. It's weird. Your brain just like goes, I've got this one. Like, and you see it from a distance, you're like, we don't have this one at all, do we? 3-0 Chiefs. Had to call the nurse over because I was terrified of holding people's babies. Never changed one, never fed one. Mad, innit? Mad. They just know how to. Again, you're like sort of like, so you get like this little thing, you have to hold it, and that was fine. But youngest Jameson was premature. So youngest Jameson was 7 weeks early, so he was only 4 pounds when he was born. So there's a picture of me like just holding him like here, like that big, right? And I'm like, what are you supposed to do with something that's only this big? Like, that's not a thing. Like, that's not a human. And you haven't like sort of like changed its nappy and that. And it's really, really weird. Like, fucking hell. That's a mind hammer. Do you know what I mean? Don't drop it as rule number 1. Yeah, pretty much. And then after that, it's fine. As long as you don't drop it. And even the whole winding thing, you're like, well, how, like, you don't think you're trying to be like sort of super gentle in that, and then the nurse is like, oh, give it a bit more. You're like, no, it's a child. Don't do any more than that. It doesn't need any more than that. No, you know. But yes, don't drop it as rule number 1. There was a brilliant thing when we were in the in one of the antenatal waiting rooms. We were sort of going for some appointments and that, and there was a video that they were playing that was like an animation for like sort of for brand new, I presume brand new parents, and they had the things that you're just like, rule 1, don't drop it. Fairly straightforward, Rule 2, don't leave it unattended in a bath. That makes sense. Yeah. Rule 3, which I found was interesting, was don't leave it near a window because they'll jump out. And I was like, I'm not sure how they can go from not being able to hold up their own head to being able to throw themselves out of a window. But apparently that's rule 3. So as long as you've not dropped them or put them in the washing machine, just don't put them near a window. They will jump out of a window. And I was just like, I think someone's scaremongering here. They might as well have just said, oh, you know what, don't iron your baby. Like, just whatever you do, like, because babies are wrinkly, don't get the iron on it. The call of the void must be strong on newborns. It's returning to the mothership, isn't it? That's what it is. No dropping. Yeah, close the windows, Tristan, as well, and don't iron your child. That's apart from that, the rest of it's easy. Yeah. If you can smell shit, it's shat. If you can't smell shit, it's shat. And then also, there's a colour of shit that you've never seen before that only babies can do, and it's brilliant. Luminous green poo is a thing. Luminous green poo. Honestly, it the first time you see it, it looks magical. It looks like there should be a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Babies love ruining a fresh nappy. Yeah, they do. They do. They absolutely do. You're just like, I've literally just done that. I've just done it. But in the same way that, like, when you sit down and then someone goes, can I have a drink? Like, that sort of thing. Must be a crappy parent for the baby to find out the fortune and jump out of the window. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jason, going, I've had enough of this shit. This person's an idiot. Away I go. But the thing is, they start to roll quicker than you expect. Oh, yeah. Oh, they are. They do. They do rolling. Like, not straight away, obviously, but when they do, yeah, they love a bit of rolling. Went to make a cup of tea, they took it to a sober sleep, and they came upside down on the floor and rolled off the settee and onto a poof. We had, again, like eldest Jameson, very, very reserved, doesn't want to do too much, doesn't want to, like, sort of put himself out of his comfort zone. Youngest Jameson, madhead, right? We had the baby sort of like side gate on their beds and that. Eldest Jameson used to just keep looking at it and just go, I can't get out of here. I'm trapped. And youngest Jameson just saw that as a challenge and threw himself over the top of it. He'd seen that video in the window, hadn't he? But yeah. And as well, the thing is, right, it don't matter how many times you go, I'm not giving my child a dummy or whatever. Within about a week, that child's got a dummy in its mouth. Just like, yeah, just shut up. Can't be dealing with. There's a way that you're going to stop crying, right? And it's going to have to be this, I'm afraid. You thought you were getting arrested when you turned up to the hospital. Oh, mate. Yeah, like, the guilt level is, like, crazy, innit? Al Riyadh want Ocon. Put lots of money out there because I'd rather he doesn't go. Because I don't want to have to try and find another centre half. Sorry for talking about football manager, by the way. Sapich is worried about not having his work permit renewed when it comes to new contracts. Well, that's not my fault, is it? That's your fault. A move is the only option. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Go then. Right. I love how that's my fault. Like, oh, Gaffer, I'm not going to get a work permit. Well, yeah, but that's because you're not good enough to be an international footballer. All right, then you're off to Mumbai. You go then. Well, that's only half his value. Of course, they're City, aren't they? Evening, A15. How are you, buddy? Welcome in. You need to grease some palms. Yeah. So off to Man City he goes. The greasiest of all palms. All these players that are being like suggested as being really, really good, going, that's great, but I think we may now need to find some centre backs. And we signed a lot of players as well in the summer. We're without 5 players and we can postpone. Yes, please. Let's postpone that match. I've called for the African Games. Right, Froschler, Mabida, Byrne, Ocon and Al Shen. How long's the African Games on for? Is that a month, is it? Oh dear. September. Oh dear. I mean, one of those players is our goalkeeper. So that's not ideal, is it? Is not going to Riyadh. Right, Safic has gone. We did lose that defender that I liked, didn't we? Yeah. Right. So we could do with another centre half, if possible. You can do. I see. 13 months, my friend. Thank you so much for that. Genuinely appreciate the support. That is wonderful. Thank you. Hope you're good, buddy. Dagameyer's in as well. How are you, my friend? Good. Hope you're good. Ian's in as well. Are we well? Nice to see you, pal. Are the Chiefs cooking? We are. We're doing very well, actually. We're starting to play some really nice football. We have lost some players to the African Games, however, so that's going to potentially throw a couple of spanners in the works. But the plan was we over-recruited in the summer. We didn't know the African Games were on, so I'm not going to try and say that I knew this was a thing and I'd be like, oh yeah, we've cared for that, not a problem. We haven't. It's just circumstantial that we've got a lot of players. But yeah, so hopefully it'll work out fine. We've postponed one match already because of our international commitments. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how it plays out, but at the minute, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. You know? There's the Afro-Asian Cup as well. So I don't know. Is that the Can Cup? I don't know. It's not the it's not the AFCON. So it must be whatever else plays. Yeah, don't know. Well, there you go. Zlamini's come in, 19-year-old centre back, who I think has got a bit of potential. Jumping reach 15, bravery 19, tackling 14. He's 2-footed. Yeah. In he comes. Squad player, so that covers for the fact that Sapic has gone. And he's another South African player as well, so. Right, what's everyone up to this weekend then? What's the crack? Who's up to anything interesting? Who's getting festive? Who's doing bits and bobs? We've got to go and buy our Christmas tree this weekend. We've got that to do tomorrow. Me and the kids are off to CrossFit as well, so we'll do that. Looks like football's probably going to be a little bit too wet, so I can't see them doing football tomorrow. And then Sunday, I'm away Sunday night, and I'm away Monday for something very interesting. I can't say too much just yet. So no stream Monday night. That's all I can say. Is I can't say this. All I can say, there's no stream Monday, and all will be revealed later. Lowestoft are away this weekend. Yeah, I think York are away as well, actually. Potentially. Pretty sure they're away. Let's reject that, shall we? Oh, they're away to Bedford Town. Oh, okay, interesting. Now, is that the Bedford Town that have got, like, the crypto guy in charge? Oh, rejected the wrong offer. It's Sami, innit? And there's me going, right, there you go. We're going to have to pay $8,000. Oh, fine, just... Right, away you go. Right. Agent's a bit of a bellend, isn't he? Okay, so cup game against Chipper. So back-to-back cup games against Chipper. So which might give a bit of a run out for some of our fringe players, possibly. Oh, there's no game at all tomorrow, Dan. All right, okay, well, that's even better. You're definitely not going to miss the match if there isn't one, then. Yeah. Blaze and Bishop, welcome in, buddy. How are you, pal? Are you good? Appreciate the raid. How's your stream? How was it going on? What was it you were up to? Welcome in, Raiders. We're currently doing a Pentagon over here. We're in season 5 in South Africa. Having a great time. I mean, we're having a time. We are playing Football Manager. It's essentially probably. I'm gonna scale it back very quickly, going from like, we're having a brilliant time to we are here, and yeah, we exist. Yeah, pretty much. We are killing time till FM25, and from then, and after that, who knows what'll happen? Because I can't presume that we're going to be any better when that comes out. So, yeah, it'll be fine. Define great. Stream got bad. You got sacked at the end of season 13 with Warrington. New era with Blythe. Blythe Spartans. There you go. There's our boys. They'll sort you out. But, yeah, no, yeah. I feel for you at that point. The 13 seasons in, we had 17 seasons in with our Larissa save. That was brutal when that one happened. We were just like, say what now? Well, you think that you're going to sack us now? Oh, no. I think you're fine. We're building a nation. But yeah, the board were unaware of what we were doing. So yeah, that was a bit frustrating on the eve of a Europa League final as well. So never mind. But yeah, so Build a Nation Greece has unfortunately taken a spot on the back burner, and we've now figured that because FM25 was delayed that we could do a Pentagon. Well, we didn't think we could. Everyone said we couldn't, and I said, well, then that's what we're doing, because that's how childish I can be sometimes. I will very much double down and dig my heels in if I have to, and go, well, that's what we're doing. Yeah, don't tell me I can't do something, because I will prove you all right. Okay. So we're 5 seasons in, and we are nowhere near winning anything. Never mind 5 Champions Leagues. So I'm trying to prove the chat wrong. No, I'm proving you all right, Ian. I know that you lot are right. Yeah. I know that it's impossible for someone who's not won the Champions League in God knows how long to win 5 in 3 months. seems ludicrous. No one said you could get sacked in 5 continents. That is true. That is true. But you know what? I believe in myself, console. I think I can. Oh, Sifumba. Go on, pal. What a goal that is. Look at this. No one's getting anywhere near him. That's the 13th season with Warrington, but on to the next team. Yeah, how far did you get with Warrington then? 13 seasons in. Are we talking Premier League? Or are we talking Championship or Vanarama South? Well, North, obviously. Carell's is injured. McQuenna's gone on then. Next time we tell TJ he can do it. Yeah. Yeah, because if you tell me I can do it, I won't even attempt it. I'll be like, yep, you're probably right. I probably could. We're back in seconds for the content. Yeah, I reckon so. That used to be my thing. Wait till March. We're saying, wouldn't it be nice to at least win 1, never mind 5? Still in South Africa in March, aren't we? 33%. TJ, you can move. No, I said I'd win South Africa first. I'll do a lineup. Right. Okay. Oh, it's Friday night. Okay, fair enough. And quizzes. I mean, this is really slowing everything down. We've got a lot of Pentagon to get on, but okay, fine, right. Third spell of the Chiefs. They're turning into our Peterborough. Oh, there you go. It's £70,000. Take the time to do whatever. Appreciate that, console. I will do some things. There's the football game company. Which, if you've seen the this week's FM show episode, you will have heard us talk about them. And if you're part of Patreon, you'll have seen us actually do a Football Game Co. Patreon special edition. We're going to try and get them on. For our Christmas episode, we're going to do a Christmas quiz. So, just as a heads up, so everyone get yourselves in around that one. If you have seen this week's episode, by the way, let us know what you think. Like, what genuinely, what did you reckon? Because it's a little bit different. It's the FM wish list for Christmas. We figured, let's do a bit of a sort of like, what would you buy the football manager in your life? And anyone who says, FM25, just getting banned. Oh, wouldn't it be great if they actually brought the game out in time? Like, no. Official FM show pod suit brand deal when? Well, we're talking to Moss Bros and Jeff Banks from Sainsbury's. So hopefully soon. Like, I think that should be a good thing. I'll tell you what we have got though. Hashtag merch. Merch is a thing. We do have a merch. Spot the issue with the URL, by the way. I may have struggled when I set up the shop and not realised that I typed the HTTP thing in twice. So I was like, "Can I change this?" And they went, "You have to buy a custom URL." I was like, "Nah, let's just leave it as it is." Nobody's really going to care too much. I would buy them just to give them space and let them do what they want for a day. Yeah, absolutely. Classic t-shirt. I was in a hurry, Dan. I was in a massive hurry. And I was getting myself stressed on it and wound up. But because I was using a system that I didn't know, but it integrates with YouTube. So I had to set up, so I had to take, because I had it all set in this dropshipment company, all these designs, and then I had to go and redesign them all in this new company that was set through YouTube, and I had to sign up for all them, and I was like, oh god, it's just like too much going on, and I was obviously, of course I was up against it because I left it at the last minute as well, and there's loads of things going on in real world. Oh dear. Kamalo's got fractured ribs. Good job we brought a new centre back in. There's Carell's are out for 4 weeks. Just injuring my players. So yeah, good news by the way. Good. I should have mentioned good news, shouldn't I? I've not mentioned it yet. I feel as I should. Good news is, yes, appreciate the raid by the way, Blazing Bishop. Very, very kind indeed. Good news is Zealand's merch. We don't need Zealand's merch. Our merch. Zealand's got more than enough going on. Don't go buying Zealand merch. Buy Zealand merch, by the way, but FM show merch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. What I was gonna say, I keep getting myself distracted. I got myself a promotion in day job land, so that's been quite nice. Hence why, you know, everything's all been a bit rushed and a bit all over the place this week. So, yeah, that's nice. So, yeah, there's your Zealand merch. Yeah, I see what you're doing here. I also reckon they'll sell a load as well, and we might not. We might not. If we sell 10, I'll be happy. I am a fan of the T-shirt though that is of the players Kerr, Kallstrom, Zagalko, and Adu. I think that's a good thing. Do you know what I mean? So thank you, Rugio. So yeah, you know what's going on. Undercut and launch it tonight. It's already launched. Console. It's launched. It came out 2 days ago. Or yesterday, sorry, when the podcast came out. Wednesday when the Patreon was out. It's already out. We're doing it. It's old school now. Oh, look at him. He's got a t-shirt with loans on it. Yeah, we've got one that says Gaffer. See? Great. I've got one that says Wonder Kid, which on one angle looks a little bit like Wankered. So there's that. We've got very expensive mugs. The mugs are quite expensive, to be honest. We've got hoodies. We've got t-shirts. We've got jumpers. As I say, we've got. Actually, hang on. Right, how do I do it? Right, let's do this. Right, can I show you all? Even if old man Phil, how are you, buddy? Welcome in, my friend. Hope you're well. Right, let me see which one does this. Is it that? There we go. Right. Okay. Hello, everyone. See, this is what we've got. This is the FM show, the FM show pod, right? There. Okay. So this is what we've got. So Legends t-shirts, Kerr, Kallstrom, Zagalko, and Adu. In both comfort fit, classic fit, and female classic fit. We've got the white range, because the reason it's called the white range is because I didn't know how to do the clothes in white with a black logo, so I figured if I called it the white range, it made it sound classier. So you've got the white range, you've got the essential collection, which is basically all the other colours, and then I've got like the legends or icons range. I've got an icons range. So this is like sort of your FM Show Pod friend of the show podcast hoodie, and the same here, which you can have in pink or burgundy or charcoal, navy or storm grey. So see a few options there. This is the t-shirt that says Wonder Kid or looks like Wankered, depending upon how you sort of like angle it. I was trying to be all arty with it and being like, that looks quite cool, doesn't it? Does look a little bit, I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's cool. I'm not as cool as everyone else, so I might be wrong. But yeah, let me know what you think about that. Jumpers again the same, yeah. Look at that in burgundy, looks quite swish. I wonder why it says Wankered. Well, yeah, it's a talking point for people. Yeah, they've got like a sort of oatmeal colour, which I quite like, but I can only have 5 colours, so you can't get an oatmeal just yet. FM Show Pod t-shirt, comfort, classic, and female fit as well. Evening Dupe, how are you, buddy? Welcome. Big shout to my man. How are you, pal? Hope life's treating you well. And of course, also, let's let everyone know that the 5-Star Potential podcast is a thing as well. You all need to be following and watching and listening to. So, what's happening in the world, Dupe? How's the stream? There we go. There's the 5-Star Potential. So we've got this going on. Yeah, and then there's the mugs. There's the expensive mugs at 15 quid, which is very, very expensive. There is I've got a cheaper mug somewhere. And then there's your white t-shirts and your white hoodies, which are quite cool, to be honest. I quite like them. But yeah, that's all the thing. Yeah, see, so you know what? Like, yeah, Zealand's got his out this week, but we've got ours out already as well. So loads of it. And these bad boys are cool. Like, look at that. Yeah. Kirk, Kallstrom, Zigalko, Adu. That's the one you want to get. That's your t-shirt right there. And the white hoodie's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna get some of these ordered up during the week. And we'll show them on stream. And we'll show them in the on the podcast. So yeah. Eyes peeled, everyone. Eyes peeled. Tough save, says Dupe. You're struggling. Where are you at the minute, Dupe? In your save, is it a new one or is it there's a long-term save you had? I saw it on Twitter earlier on today, and I should really know, shouldn't I? I mean, talk about tough saves and struggling. We're doing the same thing, mate. I am still making the Pentagon look hard. That's what she said. I know he said that, you know, as a party made it look difficult, but I can make it look much more difficult. Also as well, Mad wants to join in on the planning for FM Con, so if you want to be part of that as well, do give us a shout. As I said, we're already going to have, I think we mentioned to you last time you raided through actually, we're going to have a space for all podcasts can have a live show. So I'm still on this idea. I really am. I'm not letting go yet. So I need to get a call in the next week or two maybe with the main people who are interested in sort of being part of what I'm classing as the steering committee. So yeah, I'll get it moving. I think for next year. Sundowns in the cup, right? We're gonna have to knock the big boys out. So we'll try that. Tarbo bad boy, 6'4", 20 years old, poacher. 220 grand release. That's not very much. 17 for finishing. That's very good. Composure, off the ball's okay. Determination's good. Acceleration's fine. Comes deep. Already close to his full potential. 4 in 4, or 5 in 5 actually. think we have to keep our eyes on him, don't we? We should do a Family Fortune style battle of the podcasts. We could do, actually. Console, that's not a bad shout. Knock them out in the first hurdle and stroll at the cup win. Exactly, Zeep. I've sold 2 in 8 months. It would be nice. Or the is this merch that you're on about, Phil? Yeah, I can't imagine that we're gonna get. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the uptake on merch is, but if people want to buy merch, then it's there. I think we might as well just get it available. Let people make their own minds up, innit? Just keep adding to it as well. Farley, no. Don't really want Farley to go. We can't just keep letting players leave, because then they'll have loads of players out, and then they'll be like, oh, now players are injured. Great. Broken calendar is right once in a lifetime. That is a good point. That's a very, very good point. Is that you trying to say that I am not good in a quiz? Because I am. If anything, I'd say Aaron is the weak link in our team. Speaking of which, right, let's do it, okay? You wanted to cash in the football game call. Right, okay. Let's do one, shall we? Let's go for... Broken watches right twice a day, yeah. Right. 45 seconds. Managers to get a team promoted. Okay? That can be from anywhere. Anywhere in the world. Spoiler alert, TJ is not an answer. You all have 45 seconds. Starting from now. Go. Alan Pardew has probably got someone promoted. Peter Reid definitely has. Dean Smith has. Chris Houghton. Big Sam, Mick McCarthy. Big Sam must have done, surely. Vita Oliveira, Phil Brown, Neil Warnock. Who else has? Steve Bruce. Brian Clough. Warnock, yeah. Phil Parkinson got Wrexham promoted, so that probably counts somewhere. Did Neil Lennon get Norwich promoted? Maybe. Barry Fry absolutely must have done. Chris Wilder, possibly George Burley. It's 45 seconds. Been and gone. It's been and gone. That McKenna lad at Ipswich. So Marco Silva, was he Fulham? Was he? Oh no, Watford. I'm guessing at that point. Probably Holloway, Lambert. Yeah, it was like. Did I say Lambert at Norwich? Maybe, I don't know. Not sure. There you go. More importantly, I don't think anyone seemed to have really appreciated how slick it looked when I loaded up the internet on a stream and didn't ruin it. I didn't break everything. It almost looked like I knew what I was doing there. I was like, oh, let's put a web page on, have it. It was seamless. Or did I say Neil Lennon? Oh, all right, okay. Ah, well. That was definitely wrong. Although Neil Lennon may have got someone promoted somewhere. Maybe he got Norwich promoted from League One or something. Learning how to use scene changing off stream days. I'm not sure I like it. I know it's almost too slick. It's almost too professional, isn't it? Gonna be like, oh, look at that. TJ is learning about scenes. Is he? Well, I don't know. Either that or he just bashed a couple of buttons and something just seemed to work. Because that is also a possibility. You know, that, again, the broken clock method. But yeah, it was a little bit too slick, isn't it? Oh, I think everything's expensive, Phil, these days. Sadly, that's the problem. Everything's expensive, isn't it? But I guess it's that thing, innit? Like, you know, you don't know who's gonna buy something, but someone might. So you just leave it there and let them make the decision. Billy, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Right, let's get another win under our belt, shall we? Let's chipper again in the cup. Players returning, which is good. Mafkane. Lamane. Ocon technically could go back on the bench. Burn can. Corrales needs to come out. All right, Mabena can be a striker. Interesting. Vitor Ariera managed to get 5 promotions in Portugal in 5 seasons, promoted them and resigned to sign for a new one, made it 5 years in a row. That's pretty cool. I like that. Kaizer Chiefs Stadium looks pretty good, doesn't it? It's pretty big. It's large. It's much larger than the Black Leopards had, you know. Mayelo's corner in. Mafkane over the top. Oh, I tell you what, we're not like Arsenal at corners, are we? God, that got dull the other night, didn't it? That got so boring and predictable on all social media platforms. It's just like watching Stoke. Said everybody at once. Oh, great header. I almost deserved to concede that goal because of that. Yeah, so between everyone, so this is the thing, right? I watched Premier League football this week, and I don't see what you're all seeing it. I really don't. Okay, you had your main event, which was your Man United versus Arsenal, which was, you know, just a corner game, which wasn't particularly entertaining to watch. Then you had your Newcastle Liverpool, which of course all the Newcastle fans have complained about for that. What else was there's on Chelsea? Who really cares? Who cares? Nobody really. Like, Villa are in the Champions League, are in the bottom half of the table. I didn't even know. Like, James didn't even know that they were in the bottom half. I had no idea that Fulham were in the top 4. That game was a bit of a surprise. And then Spurs are being Spursy. So, yeah. Oh yeah. Hey. Oh, yeah. Of course, yeah. Yeah. Everton won a football, didn't they? So, oh, yeah. The world's all turned upside down, isn't it? Because they've never done that before. Yeah. So yeah, it's all. Oh, God, I can see why you love it. I really can't. I really can't. Like, do you know what? Like, and again, this is not me being like just contrary or whatever. But where's the quality level that you're all talking about? I can't see it. And all the pretend fake atmosphere. I'm not a fan. Like, British teams pretend they've got ultras, man. Like, come off it. And 17 school kids in Stone Island with their hoods up is not an ultras. And like all this new fad of like, oh, wave scarves. Like, oh, piss off. You might as well you know what you do? You might as well just get like what they have in NFL where it says like get loud, or like just, you know what? Go for it. Have kiss cam. Just get it over and done with. Have kiss cam. Like, it's just not a thing, is it? Really, there's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm too old and cynical on it. But yeah. It just looks the same. It all looks the same. Oh, what a finish that is. What a goal. Steelers have been waving scarves for years. Yeah, but you see it now, like Newcastle fans waving scarves. Like, do you know what I mean? Unless it's got like, like that's like this sort of, that covers a lot. Like Arsenal had it. Who else? You could almost make a case and go, right, Liverpool used to do it, but only in the Kop. They had like banners and stuff, and they'd do flags and that kind of thing. But now, like Leicester fans waving their scarves. Like, I mean, no offence, but what are you waving a scarf for at Leicester? We come from a generation that was told football was better in the 70s than when we had the 90s and 2000s. Well, see, I grew up in the 80s. And football was shit in the 80s, but it was also good. But football was probably best in the 90s. But I just think it's just a TV show now, isn't it? Really, maybe I am just too old for it. Maybe I am too old for it. But yeah, I watched it and I felt nothing. I felt nothing. I wasn't drawn in by any of the play. I didn't really sort of like. There was no players that were making me sort of like go, oh, hello. But yeah, it's not aimed at me anymore, is it? It's not aimed at people like me. And I can't see why people would pay £100 to watch it. You know what I mean? You find it too tactical and not off the cuff. Yeah, do you know what? I sort of get that. I sort of get that it's potentially a bit too tactical, but also it's not too tactical. It's just dull. Like, they're just too scared to try anything. Like, it's all about not losing, and maybe that was Mourinho changing it a little bit. But it is, there's just no, you're right, there's no flair, there's no creativity, there's no players thinking for themselves. Like, don't give me expected points. Like, you get the points you get. You don't get expected points, or I don't know. I really do sound like an old man shouting at a cloud now. But yeah, not for me. Not for me. Red card for centre halves? Come on. I don't think I deserved a red. You know, maybe I'm being slightly biased, but I don't think that's a red. Right, time for penalties. There's no strikers, no playmakers, no wingers. Yeah, there's just no nothing, is there? Oh, McQueen, and this is a penalty. There's no characters. I'm not bothered. I'm not even bothered about characters. Like all these players, like talking with their mouths covered. Like, fuck off. Like, you don't work for like the Secret Service or whatever. You're not like cracking codes. And they all follow each other on Instagram and TikTok and stuff as well. You know, it's like boxers as well. Like, I'm going to knock your head off, but then like they're going to be like, yeah, you know, like big fans and that they're hanging out early on. Am I playing with a high defensive line? No, I'm not. I'm not, Phil. My players are just rubbish. That's the problem. I'm actually playing counter-attack, so can't for the life of me understand why Premier League football so overanalyzed. I've tried watching games, there's next to nothing happening. Yeah, there's not. There isn't. Like, and then like they score a goal and then they just wait for the VAR. And you're like, what's the point? Who cares? Like, it's either a goal or it's not. If you can't sort it out straight away. Yeah, it's just boring. And social media as well. Yeah, oh yeah, God, yeah, people on social media, idiots, man. Like, football Twitter's the worst. Like, football Twitter and football banter. Like, oh God, I've said it before. It's the lowest form of wit. It's like impressions. Because everyone just says exactly the same thing and thinks they've come up with it. These penalties could go on for a while. Oh, great strike. Doesn't need 5 days of podcasts and talkings about the weekend's game. Yeah, because there's nothing happened. Nothing's happened. There's no talking points. Oh, should Newcastle have played? Should the referee have let Newcastle play on? Who cares? Like, oh, it would have been different at Anfield. Yeah, probably. Like, but we know that with everything. Oh, what do you think of Arsenal's corner technique? No, I don't think anything of it. How do you defend against it? That's not for us to work out. That's for other teams' set-piece coaches to work out. Oh, do you think Man City can win the title? Who cares? Like, oh, is Salah worth the money? Oh, is this player a natural 6? Like, what are you on about? like European podcasts to catch me up on the Europa. Yeah, I don't watch. I don't genuinely. It won't surprise you. I don't follow any of it. So it's just got too much for me, and yeah, I can't. I used to watch everything. I used to watch all of it. Mrs. J will back you up. I used to watch all of the sort of the Europe, the British games. So like Premier League, Football League, even in the Scottish League and stuff on Sky. I'd watch the Bundesliga, watch La Liga, I watch Portugal, I watch J League. Now, none. Like, it's just not fun. And like Eldest James is trying to get into football cards, and I'm looking at him and it's like, I don't really care, mate. I'm really sorry. Let's be honest with you. Alexis McAllister is not your favourite player, so you're just gonna have to come back later when you know what you're on about. Okay, because what you're saying is silly. And I know you're 6, you don't know any better, but you sound like someone on Twitter. Yeah. You know, like, listen, mate. What is a golden baller card? You don't know. I don't know. Oh dear, we've missed. Here's where they win the penalty shootout, and we're out the cup. There. My kids, I miss so many games. I thought, what's the point? Chuck the radio on Sunday and do it while I'm doing dinner. Yeah. Oh dear. I think as well, it's easier for us to miss games now because we don't have Sky, so it's easy to miss football. And I think that makes it easier for us to not be bothered about it. And it was only when it was on Amazon on midweek, I was just like, I'll have a watch this. And actually, no, I'm not bothered. No. Is there another position? Maybe another striker, possibly. I think. If the Premier League did a Netflix thing for £15 a month, you'd sign up. Yeah, but you know it wouldn't be 15 quid a month. That's the thing, though. And like, it would be at least 40 quid a month. Because all the Premier League teams would insist upon doing their own deals, like what clubs in La Liga do, and negotiate their own contracts. And that's kind of what they want. They kind of want that to be a thing. Steve Rowlands, welcome in. Appreciate the follow, bud. Very kind. I think that's what they want to do, because then of course they can make more money. But yeah, you're not getting a Netflix thing for 15 quid. No chance. No chance at all. You know, I mean, how much is Game Pass for the NFL? 160 at the start of the year. There you go. Right. So yeah, well, yeah. So you've got to pay up front, have you? I mean, like UFC Fight Pass is like 30 quid for 3 months. I think it's like, yeah, so it's like a tenner a month, but I guess that's slightly different. It's not quite as mass appeal, is it? I guess 16 quid a month for Game Pass, but then that's for like for a season that lasts what, less than 25 games. He's gonna get, hang on, he's gonna get another 2 matches. Hang on, I want to have a look at this. What happened? Because you were trying to tell me he's gonna get a 2-game ban for being sent off anyway. Where was it? Right, here we go. Can I see this? Is dismissed for a vicious foul, right? So hang on, it says here he's going to get a 2-game ban here. So he's going to get 4 games for this, right? What's he done? I mean, is that, I'm guessing, is he's clocked him with an elbow, right? A shocking act of violent conduct, it said. As he punched him. I think he's hit him with an elbow, hasn't he? Yeah, he has. Caught throwing an elbow. Yeah. Oh dear. I think he is. Yeah, absolutely could have killed him. Absolutely. See, there's that football banter again, isn't it? I think we just have to accept. Do we appeal it? We're going to have to just let it happen, aren't we? 4 games. Oh dear. Oh dear. Double knee in the back. He'd hit him with a tombstone pile driver, which was quite impressive. He's not that kind of player on it. Yeah, he fell. He just fell. You know, onto the spike. Talking NFL, who's winning it and what's happened to the Niners? Two questions there. I can answer one question fairly easily. In fact, I can probably answer two questions fairly easily. The Chiefs will win it again because that's what they do. And the Niners are doing, you'll have noticed the Niners have an incredible season and a shit season. Incredible season, shit season. Guess what season we're having this year? I said last year, last year there will be the best team in history that won't win a Super Bowl, which meant that this year they were going to be awful. So it's and it has come to pass. Yes, we've had injuries, but we've also not played well. Just not played well. We didn't particularly pick up enough, I think, in the draft. We haven't necessarily used free agency as well as we could have done. We pay a lot of money on our roster. There's a couple of bits and pieces that aren't quite firing, and yeah, we're not at our best, and we're easy to get at the minute. And you know what it's like in football, isn't it? If your morale's down, your morale's down. So yeah, I think this season we'll take a pounding this season, and then we'll come back stronger next year. Hopefully. Doing flashcards that are taking so long. Internal audit professional qualifications taking 8 years to start them. It's like quickly running through treacle, just not sticking. Oh, honestly, yeah. Once you start looking at professional qualifications, it's like Chiefs will be hard to beat, but I think if anyone's going to go, it's the Lions. I'd take the Lions. I'd be alright with that. I mean, the Bills would be good as well. I'd like the Bills to win it. I think Josh Allen's great, but again, not quite sure they've got enough to win a Super Bowl. And I guess, and someone like the Chiefs just know how to win a Super Bowl because they've done it multiple times, and they've got that Patriots Man United thing going on. Murph, how are you, my friend? Welcome. How are we, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope I was treating you well. Welcome back, by the way. How was Ireland? How was the trip around Ireland? Hope you had a good one. Right, so he's suspended and in jail, clearly, for that horrific piece of alleged defending. Right, Carell's is back in place of McQuainer, who can sit on the bench. Not bad. Hector Diaz per. Hope you're well. Dublin was lovely. A few Guinnesses. Nice. Dad's wanting to watch the Ireland rugby team forever. Oh, fair play. At least you managed to go out and get them a bit of live sporting. That'd be good. I've said before, I don't really understand rugby. If I see a match and it looks like it's going well, I'm like, fine, I'll watch the rest of it. But I would never go and seek out rugby to watch out of choice. It's not my sport, but I can appreciate when it looks like it's going well. No one's got a clue what the rules are, you know. Yeah, fair play, Murph. You know what I mean? Take him on for the team there. Yeah, family are well. Thank you. We're hanging in. We're doing as well as we can do. So yeah, can't complain. saying to the crew earlier, I've got myself a new job starting in a few weeks. That's very nice. So that's gonna be fun. We've got FM Show merch now, which is cool. Still plodding on with FM Con. Trying to have a chat in the next couple of weeks with people who want to be involved in that. So I'll probably end up roping you into that at some point, Murph, whether you want to be part of it or not. So we'll form a steering group. But yeah, other than that, everything else is good. We've got some places down this way for possible venues. See, there you go. See, he's already on it. He's already on it. His old Murph, you know. He knows his way around a tour venue. That boy. You know. So I was about to say, how are we so far behind? But we've only played 3 games. The Golden Arrows have played 5, so. And we're not necessarily doing very well in this one. At the minute. Sort of a new place we could do the show itself rather than the last issues. Oh, okay. Oh, lovely. Lovely. See, that's interesting. I do like the idea of that. So let's put our heads together on that one. Put my banner up top. See if he fancies it. Put the Tabus on as well for my Emma. I'll bring my Emma off. Get Christmas out of the way and we'll have a call. Yes, good shout. Good shout. Because that Christmas is coming up, innit? You know, that's my topical stuff done. Oh, Mefkanye nearly making it 1-0. Opening the deadlock. Breaking the deadlock. Need to praise for him, Cozy, possibly. See what he can do out wide. Let's try and work that ball in the box. Wife's had a knock last week as a liquid diet till January, not the booze kind. Oh, bless her. Well, hopefully she can get herself into a situation where she can enjoy a bit of Christmas. But yeah, hope she gets better soon, buddy. Big love out there, of course, to Mrs. Murph. Told the family to spend the Christmas day just you guys. Yeah, that makes sense. And all you can do as well then is just put it back and just celebrate as a family a bit later in the year. Gives you a second celebration, doesn't it? So that's it, innit? She's a fighter. Quite one this year. You know what? Yeah, no. Yeah. Mrs. Murph for the win. Yeah. Yeah. Told people to come to us the days around it, the actual day, just the 3 of us. Yeah, that makes sense, mate. Sometimes that's what you need to do, innit? Just go like, you know, fine, like. Still unbeaten, although form's now starting to tail off because we lost in the cup on penalties and we've drawn a match now. So I think it is now time to scrap everything and start again. You know, because it's clearly not working. Someone needs to go. Nice to have a quiet one for a change, not going there. Plus final bakery shifts this week. Oh mate, that's taken a while to come around, hasn't it? I bet you're excited about that. Thing is as well though, it's like I bet it's sort of like bittersweet a little bit, because it's been like so long and you've been doing it for so long now that like it almost feels like that's just routine, isn't it? So once that goes, it's like, oh, then what? And it's into that new world and that new realm, and you know, that's when the interesting things happen, right? So yeah, this is where the fun starts, mate. Less than 10 to go. Be glad to get a normal sleep pattern. That's what you need, right? I was just checking something because I thought it said it said Raj Casablanca. It's not Raj Casablanca. Not that I want a new job anyway, but so yeah, push higher up, be positive. It's the Sundowns, be positive. I don't know about that. Try McQuainer. I know he's not fully fit, but we could do with a goal against. We could do with trying to get a goal against Sundowns. If Kenya can come out for Burn. And where's our left wingers? Where's Mabida still on international duty? Evening, Mongo Killer. How are you, buddy? Tabus, can he play out wide? He can, isn't it? 12 for pace though. Cozy. Let's try on Cozy actually. Some mutual bakery appreciation. Yeah. And there needs to be respect for the bakers. Right, Sundowns versus the Chiefs. It's the TJ old man Phil derby. Let's see how we get on. It is in the cup, so it doesn't technically matter, really, in the grand scheme of things. It would be nice to get the win, of course, get some morale, get us back to winning ways after, 2 matches without a win. Technically both draws, mate, losing on penalties and then actually drawing. We've got us open, but we've managed to clear it. I'd like to see what my new job involves. Yeah, I am actually. So at the minute, I work in fraud for an insurance company. I work in their fraud department. So I am gonna go and move on to training and learning and development within the company. So I'm moving into the head office division. So yeah, someone came up there and I was just like, ooh, let's have a little nose at that. And I've taught in the past, so I figured that maybe it was let's push them outside actually rather than letting them run inside. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. So start on 1st of Jan. I'm going to be in and around head office area. There'll be a little bit of travel involved as well. So yeah, but it should be pretty good. So it's like it's a brand new thing. They're doing like a sort of merger and like it's coming slightly out of a restructure as well, so it's a bit awkward. But they're basically creating the division again, the brand new department. So everything is going to be built from the ground up. So it's a good time to sort of get in and start working there and sort of having a bit of a say on what it looks like. So yeah, it should be really exciting to be honest. So yeah, very good. Tom Craw, you're playing Kaizer Chiefs. I have a really original and funny line if you want to hear it. Yeah, oh yeah, bet you have. Bet you've got a great line. Majeko makes it 1-0 for the Sundowns. Both new jobs in January. Exactly, Murph, exactly. You know? So yeah, January, the start of new opportunities. Right, come on then. The size of that wing across the ball in. What, little or tall? I can't remember. What's your what's your reference then Tom? What you got? Because I'm sure you've got a line. You've got a line. I trust in you. What is it? Will it be a banned term? No, surely not. Surely not. Surely no one's gonna do that one. Surely not the obvious one. You'd have to like really struggle with comedy to do that one. Yeah. Like if you did do that one, you're probably the sort of person who likes that fella who does the Steven Gerrard impressions, and you know. Or calls it Frank Lampard's and then the team he manages. Yeah. Oh, 2-0 Sundowns. Yeah, but it's not the obvious one. I've got no idea either. To be fair, you could say anything and I'd be like, oh, fair enough, is that a Kaizer Chiefs song, is it? Fine. Let's go Sundowns. Hey, Phil. Phil, I understand when you're cheering, but... Oh, console, I feel that's harsh. You love me less and less. Or is that a Kaizer Chiefs thing, or is that just is that just a sentiment now? Like, sorry, TJ. Yeah, it's just not. I mean, I'm still waiting to hear what the I'm still waiting to hear what the what the lyric is. I suspect it may be the one that we expect. Suspense is riveting. It's a bit like it's like the bread joke, isn't it? The bread joke from ages ago. You're losing because they're focused on taxes from their front line. Try a higher line. We're losing because we're not very good. I mean, look at that. 8 shots, 6 on target, 8 shots, 2 on target for them. That's too bad the bread joke. I don't think we did. I don't think we ever got to the end of what was happening, did we? I feel like we should have done. We should have done. Right, out of the cup. That's fine. Focus on the league. We just need to win the league. We don't need to do any of the other things that are distractions. You know, the message was steeped in sarcasm. Good. It's a poor attempt at humour. I often hear another band term, which was a reference to. Good. I had hope that was the situation. It was written in a way that would make sense that was the situation, but obviously I have to play up to it as well. Zach Coy's in with a follow. And I'm just going to say Coy's. It may mean come on you Spurs, I believe. For me, it doesn't matter. All I want is be was a million miles from here, somewhere more familiar. Oh, God, I can't believe I've never been this far away from home. Oh. That does feel like there's a lot of lyrics in there, doesn't it? It does. That feels like an AI lyric generator. Possibly. Or maybe Console's got an album, I don't know. How are you, Zach? Hope you're good, buddy. I look like Rob Edwards. Who's Rob Edwards? It's quite an introduction, isn't it? Hi, I'm new. You look like somebody. Okay, cool. Luton manager. Right, I'm going to Google this. Do I? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he's just got hair. Not massively. Not massively like the Luton manager. Does anyone else see it? I mean, right, again, I'm going to show off my internet skills here, which I've developed over time. Right, it's not the worst introduction we've ever had. It's not. It's not the bread one. It's not the bread one. Right. Okay, here we go. Right, let's have a quick little nosy then. So this is going to be. This is what I look like apparently. Anyone see it? Is this me? Yeah, it's not the bread guy, and it's not the guy who asked me what to do with his dead cat. I mean, yeah, of course you see it, Zach, because you said it. Like, but it is. Like, if I just typed in generic bearded man, right? I'm this guy. Like, just you know what I mean. If you'd have come in and said like, "Oh, TJ, you look like generic bearded man," I'd be like, "Yeah, probably." See, look at that generic bearded man, all of them, every single one of them. Just me. It's just me. So many pictures of me, right there. But yeah, no, I appreciate the whatever it's meant to be. I got called Peter Sutcliffe and Gareth Southgate. Yeah. I do look like all of those people. Yeah. You pictured Jonathan Edwards. Which one was Jonathan Edwards the long jumper? Why am I looking at photographs of me? I know. It's one of my pastimes, Murph. But no, like, I appreciate it if I look like, one of those, just a person. What's the best first time chat? Was there any single mums in here? Was that my introduction, was it? The TJ calendar. You could do that. Nobody would buy that. Nobody would buy a TJ calendar, surely. I mean, you know, I guess fine. You know, as a, you know, as we say, as an intro, certainly not the worst we've had. Certainly not the worst. It would have been better though if you was come in and went, "Hey TJ, you look a little bit like Carlos Valderrama." I'd be like, "Now I see it." I thought you were going to say you look like Ricky Wilson from Kaizer Chiefs. That would have made more sense. You look like. I'll tell you what you look like. Right. Oh, Roger Fortune sacked by the Black Leopards. Oh dear. Yeah, get a bit of ASL on there. Do you remember back in the day when people used to sort of at the end of a text message would write text back and going, why did we ever do that? Why did people do that? I'm waiting to bring back my emo phase. That's what I'm holding out for. Your son's in the emo phase. Nice. That's what you want, right? Isn't it? Sending nudges and playing Minesweeper. Oh, if he's got the fringe out, then things are going well. Like, those fringes will come back as well. Where TJ Emo 4s. Yeah, they'll be around. They will be around. Generic younger bearded man with fringe. Generic emo it was, wasn't it? It was, you look like all emo bands. I had long blonde hair, looked like a depressed Hanson. Yeah. Oh, he's missed it. Oh. Yeah, I had a blonde flash through mine. I had it darker, but then there's a blonde bit through it, and then I had like little bits, and then it eventually went more blonde, and then it went cut it all back off, and then got to the Rob Edwards look. Black hair with a blondish fringe. I was there. Yeah. I used to as well had the early 2000s blonde spiky bedhead look as well, which was because of course I did. Of course I did. Over the top. He's not going to score from there, is he? Nicely intercepted. Giving the ball away though. Duprez. Laquena. Puts it back. Oh, there you go, Miami. Great goal. That's what we needed. Yeah, I can't wait for to go back to big sweepy fringes. They'll come back in a few years. We get a lip ring or something as well. Flame tattoos on your arms. Laquena. In fact, to be honest, when I had like the sort of the bedhead blonde hair, people, you could have said that I was looking like a Guy Fieri. I'm guessing now with the weight I've gone now, obviously, but like back in the day, just like a skinny emo. Yeah. Here's the thing I'm wondering, like, because obviously proper emos and that all like really skinny, aren't they? Like waif. Whereas now a lot of people have bulked up a bit. All the emos have now got a bit of mass on them, so it's not quite the same to be sad when you're looking at your protein goals. Maybe your emo songs are changing. I didn't get my macros. You know, songs about like only like squatting at like 75% of your max. I was never a skinny emo, just slightly less fat. I was a skinny emo with like a weird pop, but sort of beer belly, but nothing on my arms or my chest or anything. Just, I had some legs, but I had nothing on the top half. Emo CrossFit albums about yeah definitely coming soon. My Twitch partnership was turned down. You unfollowed me on Instagram. Yeah, loads of great emo songs coming out. Big thighs and tight jeans wasn't a vibe. No, not massively. But so I was a low riser though. You know, so. Manscaped, let us go. You've never been an emo. Oh, console, you've never lived. You've never lived. Honestly, it was such a time. Such a time. Pump some weights and black my eyes. We weren't marking there, were we? I can't wait for console's emo phase though. It's going to be mint. I reckon it's going to be the first one in. But you know what, console? Start now. Like, just start the trend, because it'll happen. Like, it's bound to be the one. It's got to be the next phase, because it's linear, isn't it? That's like how time works. So just be ahead of the curve. You know, just be ahead of the curve and be like, right, I'm doing my emo phase. What about it? more of an indie kid who thought it was cool. Found a new band on MySpace from Denmark. Good ball at the top. McQuaina. Yes. Even more indie. I mean, I think I've... I had my indie phase. I had my rock phase. I had my emo phase. I had my dance, my hip-hop. I probably didn't... I can't necessarily think I had maybe I had an electro phase. And now I'm like into my like 80s synth pop phase. If I had an emo phase with midlife crisis. That's where I am now. I'm just back into like 80s synth pop and probably what I need to do is maybe consider I'm not quite in the midlife crisis of country music yet. You know, I know it's very popular these days, but I've not quite tripped over into that yet. I'd pay for Rave Tony to rock up. Oh, mate. I was never quite Rave Tony, but I must admit, so I never went raving per se, but I do have a bit of old. So that back in Sunderland, 33, you'll know this one. The Blue Monkey nightclub was a rave in the 90s, and used to get mixtapes at school, and from the nights they would like sort of tape the playlist essentially, and there's a playlist on Spotify which I sometimes use for running, so I'll occasionally have like some 90s rave from like a fucking warehouse in Sunderland which is pretty good to run to. But yeah, more the sort of the like, not necessarily like dance, but again like sort of probably more like breakbeat, I guess, electro, early hip hop, like more indie style dance, I guess. Really would have been into that, like that kind of like clubbing vibe. But ironically, I'd now probably listen to like, you know. Probably listen to more of that now than I did back then. Give me a bit of Scooter, you know, some hardcore trance is good to run to as well. I like to work out to. Get some trance on the go. Get a white fire shirt for Ibiza night, sold in a nightclub for 30 quid. Yeah, I've never had a flame shirt. Definitely didn't have that. I've always been far too concerned about what people think about me. I don't care what people think, but inside going, I really hope they like me. Because if they don't, then I'm going to be mortified. Tell you what would look fresh in the nightclubs though, everyone. You would look fresh in some FM show merch. That's what you look fresh in. That felt jarring, actually. That felt jarring. That didn't feel as natural as I maybe thought it was going to be. About the peer pressure from my mates, I don't worry per se what other people think I'm doing my job right. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm all for giving the impression that I don't give a fuck, right? Because that's what you got to do. You've got to give that. You've got to give that impression. But But the problem is, isn't it? If you've got any element of ADHD or neurodiversity, inside you are stressing a lot about, like, oh, what if they think I'm an idiot? What if they think I do silly things? And what if they do, So, yeah. I don't really know where I stand with that. I'm sure it's fine. Is it a bug when you 20-game winning streak and reload the save and you just lose? I don't think it's a bug, but I think it's just one of those things. And I think most people expect something like that to happen. Never turn the PC off. There is the luck modifier. There's definitely the luck modifier. Yeah. Yeah, if you're winning, you never ever touch it. Never touch it. Leave it as it is. Like, for as long as it needs to be as well. Like, literally until you lose. I don't know about consequences. I've got battle scars to prove. That's my problem. Yeah, see, yeah, I've got a big mouth as well. Actually, I haven't really. Don't have. Do use humour as a defence mechanism a lot, though. That is a thing. That's why I started jiu-jitsu. On social media, to be fair, I never thought about it, and also have no filter. Yeah, like I'm quite good actually with social media. I shouldn't be. Mrs. J's coached me a lot to not reply to stuff, because usually I'd just be like, you can fuck off, look at this moron. But yeah, Mrs. J's like, don't say that, don't get involved, don't have an opinion. Do you want to cause this? No. So yeah, I rarely respond to things. It's going to be like kicking off. Listen to any abuse of my DMs. That can be arranged, Busy Baron. That can be arranged. It's tier 4 on Patreon. 50 quid a month and I'll DM you calling you a nonce. Or something equally witty. I'll sing the Kaizer Chiefs at you. Mrs. J knows what's up. Yeah, she does, doesn't she? Yeah, she knows. She knows how to protect the brand. But the problem is, I keep thinking that no one pays attention. I'm like, no one cares what I think. And I'm right, they don't. But also, some people just like arguing. Oh, what about that for a goal? Disallowed? Definite Tony fans content. I'll abuse it for free. No. Hey, no. It's not free if it's on Tony fans, is it? You know what I mean? If you want abusing, you got to pay for it. I'm not just chucking the good stuff out. Oh, for a fee. Honestly, my dyslexia is bad. Oh, yeah. We concede there. We still might concede. No, good tackle. Giving it away. Oh, don't concede here. Oh, off the bar. The mods get a slice of the action. I can abuse you as well, Dan. Definitely. Yeah. again for a fee. I mean, a reduced rate, obviously, because you're mods, but yeah. The Bennett can come on. Tabus. Van Rooyen. Is Van Rooyen playing alright? Let's get him off. Just encourage them over. So I've lost a corner, but we are drawing the top of the table. Let's see if you gave you a gift of unexpected abuse. See, that's the joy, though, isn't it? Like, what you've done there is you've thought you've bought yourself a buffer. So, you know. If anything, I'd say that there's a potential that abuse could happen there. Right, still unlucky. That was fine. That's a 0-0 against the top team in the league at the minute. 6 points behind. We've got 2 games in hand. The way this save's going so far, I don't think we're going to get in the Champions League until about season 10 at this rate. "63 days till our next match? What the hell's going on?" Yeah, November to January. Right. Do we think it's fair to just holiday until the next bit of the mid-season break is over? I'm not sure it's AFCON, or is it because the African and Asian Cup? Or is it AFCON? Oh yeah, it's AFCON, yeah, and then the World Cup qualifiers. So right, AFCON's happening then. So yeah, let's come back in January, and hope that no one's been sold. Right, we'll come back 1st of January, shall we? AFCON takes place in June and July in 27, which seems mad. I don't want an international manager's job. No. What? Just while we can. Just because we can. Part of me's wondering what the AI is going to do, like, in the background. Let's do scouting. No, this is me rebuilding. I hope nothing breaks in the background. It's going to come back at like half hour. Players are going to have been sold, aren't they? Did Mansver get removed from the game? Who? Mansver? No idea. No idea. Come back in your Sunderland manager. yeah. How did that happen? Lurking at work when you're transferring over there. Yeah, no worries, yeah. You lurk away, Scorpio. He's 11 in your game, but he's in a game made 3 days ago. I don't know, Sig. I've got no idea. I'm not sure who he is. It's gonna be like one of these players I'm meant to know of, isn't it? I mean, you're right, man. 33. If we come back and we are Sunderland manager, this would be brilliant. I hope we're still in charge. That would also be embarrassing, wouldn't it? Like, oh, we change our mind. Yeah. We don't let managers go on holiday during the season. Like, what? Hang on, what? Have I been fired? Yeah. I don't think assistant managers really matter at all, to be honest, because I'm struggling to find any benefit that they bring, because most of their advice is wrong. Although maybe you could argue that it's right and I'm wrong in the first place. I don't know. No coaching staff in the console other than an assistant manager. Got ya. That is a concern then. Transfer window is going to open again. That's nice, isn't it? You know? Friend against the Black Leopards. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here, isn't it? Hang on, there's a game against the Hungry Lions. Oh. We may have gone past a game that we probably shouldn't have done. Whoops. Hang on. Was that an actual... Oh, it's a friendly. That's fine, don't we? Yeah. I was going to say, like, oh, God, come on. Lot of them all is red. Let's see what horrors happen, shall we? I don't think we saw anyone. That's probably the key, right? See, I find it hard, all these videos now about, like, and this is not aimed at yourself, console, but like videos now about, like, oh, this bit of FM24 is broken. FM24 is done. Like, they're not going to fix FM24. Like, nothing is going to happen on that now. Like, you know, it's all, or everything's all geared towards FM25. Like, there's been a couple of videos come out recently about that certain bits of the game are broken. It's like, yeah, cool. You know, let's move on. Saying jest, obviously. Oh, yeah. I mean, if that's the situation, then I approve. SI are broken. Really, Paleo? What's that? One release that hasn't gone according to plan, and all of a sudden everyone's chucking them under the bus. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. We like him, actually. Let's see if we can get him in. Oh, still not sure about free. Okay. Mental's very good, aren't they? Not so much physical. Moses Malala. Oh, yeah. £3 million in South Africa. Jeez, who's got that kind of cash? Champions League clubs have got that kind of cash. That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I mean, this apparently is an excellent intake. How is that excellent? Maybe it's in comparison to what we've got already in the squad. I need to post saying FM is broken. FM 24 is broken. Intakes are broken. Yeah. I would love a mod for the games with all the proper licensed graphics for top leagues and walk-on music for Premier League. I mean, you can get the you probably can get the mods for the matchday graphics, probably. Do you want walk-on music? Do you play with music on your laptop or your PC at home? So I think we've said before, like if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't have sounds on. You'll get the walk-on music in FM25. I think that would be part of those cutscenes that look fine the first time you see it, and then like after that you just end up skipping it. Like, do you know what I mean? There's sound mod, is there? Interesting. In what sense? What has it got? Like, sort of, has it got fan chants, I presume, or? Obviously, fake atmosphere, I'm guessing. You know, download waving scarves. There's commentators on. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, look, yeah, the intakes aren't going to matter, are they? To be honest. And Cara Messi would be great to hear in the game. Okay. There's a lot of bits I don't fully understand, I reckon. £13,000. Sorry, Muff Kanye. Away you go. No, you're going. Oh, McQueen wants to move to Saudi, does he? Oh, God. Right, we're going to have to leave South Africa, aren't we? We can't just keep selling all of our best players before we'd even get to the Champions League. Right, let's have a look at jobs, shall we? So the Saudi League. Oh, dear. Oh. We signed up to Angry Ginger's live FM thing. No. No, I haven't got enough time to do extra bits and pieces. Like there's just too much stuff. Like I've barely got enough time to do the stuff with HUD, to be honest. I've barely got enough time to do my own stuff, really, if we're being completely honest. So yeah, I saw it, and you know, it could be great, and it gets more eyes on FM. But yeah, unfortunately, I haven't got the time. Sadly, have I played much of the retro databases? Little bits and pieces. Not obviously not the recent one that came out yesterday, maybe, or Wednesday, maybe. I need to have a little look at that, see what it looks like. But I played the 93, 94 one. I paid the what was it? Maybe 0102 was it? Maybe or 0708. I forget which one he made, but yeah, I've played a couple of them. But I can't really get past like 2 seasons on them. After that, I'm like, yeah, that's sort of what it is. I don't really see a longevity in it. But it's incredible what he does. It's incredible. And I love the man scientist a lot. But yeah, for me, it's not a long-term thing. I've said before, it'd be great on mobile. If you wanted to get onto mobile games, that would be really, really good, and it would make mobile almost interesting and playable. But yeah, in terms of actually on the actual PC game itself, nah, not for me. Fantasy draft could be fun. Yeah, there can be. Yeah. We are going to have to just keep our eyes peeled on jobs, because we're not going to win the Champions League with Kaizer Chiefs at this point. How are we, Stu and Lane? Hope you're good. We're winning slowly, but I don't necessarily think it's 100% winning. We've had to just... I'm doing a very difficult challenge, which means I've got to try and win 5 different Champions Leagues, and I've not won one Champions League in many, many years. So it's going slowly. It's going very slowly. How are you both? Anyway, I hope you're good. Hope life's treating you all both well. Oh yeah, and my best players won't leave as well. So there's that. Have we signed the Musterman skin? Yes, I have. I think it's brilliant. I think it's fantastic. It's an incredible piece of work. But people don't like watching it on stream because it's too difficult to understand. And I'm not good enough at the game really to be doing it on stream, to be honest. I mean, look, we're here for a long stretch of game. We're not here for success. Success is measured on many, many different ways, really, isn't it? You know, some people, look at success with trophies and adulation and accolades. Some would say success is just merely continuing and staying the course, and doing it almost out of spite, in a sense. We'll make moments, we'll make memories. That's what success is. Having fun, exactly, Z. We have some fun around here. It's not all winning and joy, is it? That's very rarely winning and joy, actually. But yeah, South African football's interesting. We're not going to Saudi Arabia. We're not. Although maybe in a couple of weeks, when things are getting that desperate, we might have to look at thinking, well, maybe. Perth Glory, we're probably not going to win anything with Perth Glory, are we? Good kids, though. Good kids. What was I thinking? This is a stupid challenge. It really is a stupid challenge. Turning up every week could be viewed as a success. Yeah, it's funny because it's true. Is there a club or country I'm trying to get my trophy with first, or a case of better club than a current? Yeah, well, what I'm stupidly doing Tom, is I am stupidly thinking that if I start in a continent, I should really win that continent's Champions League before progressing to the next one. I've said that out loud, and now I feel as though I have to do it, but also I'm getting very close to breaking that rule already. So yeah, we just have to get better clubs. But I don't. But again, I've put nations in that I don't want to manage in. Like, I don't want to manage in Saudi Arabia. I don't want to manage in Qatar. I've only downloaded them because that keeps the game going on a bit more. You know, and creates things in the background. But yeah, I certainly don't want to manage there. But do right in South Africa. You think they'll get there? Maybe it might get there, but it's going to take a long time. A long time. What rep have I got? Like, barely any. 1.5 star. Yeah. We've won nothing. So can't really expect a lot at this rate. But what we have done is we've turned up on time and we've been professional. That's what we've done. Yeah. We've fulfilled our contractual obligations. Start unemployed. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Unemployed. 0 rep. Oh God. Goalkeepers on international duties. Injured goalkeepers. Now it's like childish goalkeepers. Oh God. Oh dear. It's all falling apart again. Makani is back, which is good. Even though he was banned for 4 matches, that was a bit of a change. That threw a spanner in the works with regards to our league ambitions. Oh, Madiba's back as well. Good. Carell's is back. This is a makeshift team and a half. We have a participation trophy. I don't even think we do. I don't think we even have that console. Like, I'm not entirely sure we even get the sticker for taking part. Best team in South Africa is probably the Sundowns. They've been in the Champions League runners-up a couple of times in this save, so they're probably the best. But see, the thing is though, is when you start a Pentagon with the vanilla database, there's only South Africa as the only nation in Africa to manage. So I don't know whether that makes it easier or harder, but now we've got other nations in the African continent. You know, I am eyeing up maybe a move to Egypt, possibly. Maybe a move I've never managed in Egypt. That might be fun. Maybe Tunisia, Morocco. Is Morocco going to be better than South Africa? No, probably not. Maybe Tunisia, possibly. Egypt, maybe. But then again, it's going back and starting with a brand new club again. Not disallowed. Go on, Mbema. Have I learnt the local lingo yet? No. I know How's It and I know Brian. That's about it. There was someone in the chat last week who was suggesting that I should have done the accent. And they were from South Africa, by the way. And they were like, hey, how come you don't do the accent? Or you've pronounced that wrong. And I was like, yeah, you know what? It's probably not ideal for a middle-aged white man to be attempting to do a South African accent. So I steered clear of it. But can't wait to go and do China next, though. That'll be great. As long as the club can be a new, better place for continental success, that's all that matters. Yeah. Oh, yeah, like if it's like Zamalek or something come calling, then we'll go there. Like Raj Casablanca. Actually, maybe not Raj Casablanca, but like, you know, sadly Al Hilal is the one that's probably set up for the Lulu. How are we, buddy? Welcome in. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. How's the stream? What's been going on? Are we well? Or we just, you know, pivot ever so slightly and end up in Japan. D-Boy, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope we're good. The network save raid is happening. Here we go. Welcome into every single one of us. KJ's in as well. Look at this. We really are getting everyone. Even the GB, Gav. How are we, buddy? Welcome in. All the raids for TJ and the FM show, by the way. Yeah, if you haven't listened to the FM show, get yourself involved in that podcast. It's all about Football Manager every single week, every single Thursday. Myself, RDF Tactics, Cy Maggio. This week, S. Franco, 22 months on the sub. Appreciate it, my friend. Very, very kind indeed. This week, we talked all about what would you buy a Football Manager at Christmas. So it's a Football Manager wish list almost for Christmas. All the best things in there. So we talk about, I'm not going to give it all away, am I, to be honest. Zenergy mashups, appreciate the follow, very kind. Thank you for that. Sean, long time no see. I just hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. And of course, there's merch, as Console says, yes. There's FM Show merch kicking about now as well. Buy yourself a t-shirt that's got the name Freddie Adu on it. Not just Freddie Adu. Kurt, Kallstrom, Zagalco, Adu. Or a t-shirt that's meant to say Wonder Kid, but it's like in a really cool font. Looks a little bit like Wankered. So that's going to be great. That's a talking point at parties, isn't it? Or if you go to a baptism or a fancy restaurant, wear a t-shirt that says Wankered. Or just, you know, just a normal FM show hoodie. Get yourself that. Or an overpriced mug. So loads of things you can do. I should say, by the way, as well, if you're brand new in, we are doing a Pentagon challenge. Well, we're sort of doing a Pentagon challenge. I've been in South Africa for 5 years. And 5 seasons ago, I thought, let's do a Pentagon. And now I'm not convinced. Like, you know. The t-shirt with the CM Legends on is awesome. Thank you, Zenergy. Yes, it is. It's very cool. And I'm a big fan of it. So I'll be buying myself one of them as well. And I reckon I'll get a hoodie. So yeah, if you're in and you're brand new and you've not seen us before, as I said, drop your follows on there. Discord as well. Come join the Discord, because of course that's where all the cool kids hang out. To do that, and like I say, make sure you follow the podcast. It's the important one, isn't it? We're going to be on for a little bit longer, and then we're probably going to call it. But we've had a big 63 day break in the middle of the season for the AFCON, which has sort of slowed us down a little bit. But so it feels weird that we've still only played 6 league games this season. He's turned him. He's got nowhere near. It's fine. We're all right. But yeah, this is like pretty much getting into like second string territory. You've already seen there we've got a goalkeeper who's like brand new, 16 years old or something. Is he? 18. Sorry, he's a veteran. So yeah, one of those ones where it's either going to work really well or This is the moment when the save collapses. But yeah, let me know what your saves are in the chat if you're brand new. Let me know what who you're managing, what you've been up to, what are you getting for Christmas, what do you have for your tea. Just talk to me, you know. Currently playing the cup final versus Chelsea with the Mad Scientist database 94-95. It's a good one. That's a good one. It's a good database. It's a very good database. Who are you? Who are you in the final? Because you're saying you're playing against Chelsea. So who are you? You're managing Worthing. You're in the FA Cup final already with Worthing. Right. I'm not one to call to suggest that this is all, you know, there's some skullduggery going on here. 6 seasons. It only came out 2 days ago. Even if you're one of the Patreons, you've not had too long to play it. That is incredible. Like have you not slept since it's come out? Or is that a holiday? You can't even, I don't even think you can holiday that quickly, can you? 6 seasons is incredible. Even instant resulting in 6 seasons that's going to take a while. You've played a lot since it was released. Yeah, like, I think you need to get outside, mate. Like, do you know what I mean? What we've done here, we've been... When did we start the Pentagon? A month ago? 6 weeks ago or something, maybe? We're 5 seasons in. I work from home, we got to run in the background. You don't work from home. You play Football Manager at home. You don't do your job. That's wild. And also as well, so hang on. What league are Worthing in? So you've back-to-back promotion every single... You holidayed the first season. That's not the bit I'm taking umbrage at. Like, you know, fair enough, man. If that's, you know, that's how you look. Everyone plays the game the way they want to play it. Yeah. I find that baffling. But you know, each to their own. Crack on. Panorama South. So South National, League 2, League 1, Championship, Premier. Right, so you're in the FA Cup final the first season you're in the Premier League, and you've been promoted every single season, and you didn't play one season. So they got promoted the season you didn't play it. They were straight into the national. You got promoted straight away, and then you've back-to-backed. And this is a mess about saying, nah. No. Yeah. Look, as long as you're enjoying yourself, that's the main thing. Yeah. Take it easy, Zeke. I will see you soon, my friend. Pleasure to have you in. It's over the top. Banner. There we go. That's more like it. Have you seen the shite of football on TV Monday night? What? Have I seen the shite of football on TV Monday night? No, I was talking about football on TV earlier, Shawnee, and it's just rubbish. Like I watched some of this Premier League that everyone watches. It's not very good. I don't know. I don't understand why people bother. Mabena makes it 2-0. Sign players for a pittance on low wages. See, the wages was the thing that I thought was the difficult bit. In previous versions, the wages were always ridiculous. They weren't. They had like a sort of modern inflation on it, and that's what made it tricky. Wolves versus West Ham, Northampton versus Peterborough. Oh yeah, I mean yeah. Like who's going to watch that? That's. But this is my problem, Sean. Like yeah, no one's going to watch that because it's not very good, is it? Wolves versus West Ham. That's your. Is that your advert for the Premier League being the best league in the world? Nah. Lot of rubbish. But then again, I don't watch football at all, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really bother me. Like I wouldn't be watching it anyway. You know, you could put Space versus, Space City, and I probably wouldn't watch it. Actually, no, maybe I would watch that. It'll be out of this world. Big clubs can't play this Monday because of the European games. Well, yeah, that'll be it, yeah. Poor big clubs. And I can't be arsed with any of the European matches either. Like, just all shite. Scrap it all off, start again. Wolves versus West Ham is El Sakio. I bet it's not. I bet both managers remain in a job. No, we're not. We won't be chatting real football. Don't worry. Everyone can have their fun talking about their football wherever they want to do it. But I'd rather talk about blue tack, personally. Or what you can laminate. What an underrated decent blue tack is. It is, D-boy, and don't get me wrong, I'm not just, I'm not just racially accepting blue tack. I'm aware that there are other colours of tack as well that are available. So, I do like the fact that it does what it needs to do. It's fine on plasterboard. It's fine on a multitude of surfaces. It does sometimes leave a residue though. So, there is that, isn't it? And that's where it's like, but it's not like a nail, just leaves a hole. So sometimes a bit of residue is okay. Small greasy spot is a concern, but nothing a wet wipe and a bit of elbow grease can't handle. That's what she said. That's what she said, D-boy. Yeah. Hey, Tony, where's Denise Van Outen off from been seen? There's an assassination in New York. No comment. No comment. Anyway, back to winning ways now. Right, we're happy about that. Back to winning ways. He says he's about to start another match. I shouldn't have done that, should I? I shouldn't have set the bar higher than it needed to be. I should have just been like, look, you know what? That's fine. As for a Pritt stick, what's the deal with that? See, I think, look, Pritt stick had the market covered, didn't it? It had the glue stick market covered. It was much better than Gloy. Do you remember Gloy? Gloy was a bit too gloopy. And it got everywhere. A Pritt stick was like, you knew where you were at with a Pritt stick. And then, all of a sudden, you got these like multicoloured Pritt sticks coming out. That, I mean, initially they weren't as good, right? They were sort of just like cheap knockoffs. Yeah, they smelled a bit nicer. They weren't as sticky. But I think Pritt stick just rested on its laurels a little bit, and then it started to like ooze out over the sides. And these other adhesive sticks were actually probably causing less waste. So, I think the Pritt stick, although the marketing man of a Pritt stick character was interesting, I just think that I do think they took their eye off the ball a little bit. Then of course, you've got your Boss stick in there. You've now got your Gorilla Glue. The big players from the States are coming in. They're making big waves. Where's Pritt stick now? I'll tell you where Pritt stick is, in a teacher's drawer. Only place you'll find Pritt stick now, a teacher's drawer. I struggle to think who else is buying them. And it's not for the fact that that it's not a fine product, but maybe it's not as fancy anymore now, Maybe it's not seen as trendy, as aspirational. A bit like a Breville toasty maker. Like, no one buys a new one, but when you have one, you're like, oh, fucking Breville's are all right. No one's going to out and buy a Pritt stick, but if someone gives you a Pritt stick, you're like, look, I'm going to stick some shit down here. Like, away you go. Yeah. You've not used it since maybe year 6. Yeah. Expand their market. Exactly. Adults just aren't sticking things anymore. If we're being honest, we're the ones with disposable income. Yeah. Don't go marketing it to kids. Oh, hey kids, who likes glue? Adults love glue as well. All kinds of glue. tried Tesco glue stick. What? I mean, Tom, come on. If you're using Tesco glue stick, and you're expecting that to be as good as a Pritt stick, like, I mean, no. No. And I bet it says like 14 quid or £3.60 if you've got a club card. Yeah, you'll be lulled into thinking it's decent, but yeah, it's not decent. It's rubbish. What that is, that's up there with those jelly bean air fresheners. Nah, it's not a thing. We've got money and time to make real collages. Not exactly. We can make a real collage, not just like bits of scrunch on there. You know? Adults love glue. Go up the stream. I wasn't expecting to be as good. We know Pritt can't be touched. It was all that was available. Well, yeah, see, maybe that's the thing. Maybe Tesco's and what they've done there is preyed on your vulnerability, Tom. And they went, right, people will be desperate and they'll just buy Tesco glue stick if they have to. I mean, yeah. You never want to be in a situation where that's your option, is it? I was worried that we weren't going to go on a tangent tonight, but thankfully here we are. Yeah. What was that stuff that used to boast they could stick to a guy hanging off a building? That no more nails. I mean, that you don't make a collage with no more nails. You know, not if you're just using crepe paper. That seems excessive. That's like bringing a bazooka to a pistol shoot. You know. Right. I'll tell you what. Let's do a duel at midnight. Okay, what do you choose? I choose a musket. Okay, what about you? I choose a tank. You know? Yeah. That's what bloody no more nails is like. Adults love glue, there's the clip. You can buy a Pritt stick for £2.49 or 18 for 17 quid. Right, I think we're getting 18 Pritt sticks. Come on everyone, who's gonna buy Pritt sticks? 17 quid. I mean, what a Christmas present for all the family, isn't it? 18 Pritt sticks for 17 quid. You're literally making money. Right, is this on Prime as well, console? Can this come tomorrow? Mrs. J's going, why have you bought 18 Pritt sticks? Like, 17 quid, that's why. No one's pulling out Ron Seal for a mood board. No. I pulled off a Ron Seal, though. He was a lovely fella. Oh, what a finish. 17 presents using the spare one to stick the wrapping paper down. You use sellotape on a wrapping paper. Who's using Pritt stick on wrapping paper? No. A TJ Christmas giveaway with a Pritt stick. You get glue. I thought of an angle for Mr. Pritt to maybe boost sales, the old school ransom note makers. But they don't even bother with ransom notes anymore now, do they? It's all a bit too techy, in it. You know. You found it's made out of, and it's not horses. Oh, what's it made out of then? Badger cum. That's my guess. If it's not horses, I'm reckoning badger cum. Get 100 Pritt sticks for £106. I don't think that's as good as the 18 for 17. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a great deal. But what am I going to do with 100 Pritt sticks? Stick them up your arse? I'm not, no. Potato starch, sugar and water. Pritt sticks are 97% natural. Vegans can eat them. Yeah. There you go. Vegan friendly Pritt sticks. Yeah. Yeah, use it to stick down your Hessian bag from Lush. Badger gum. I mean, that's a good goal. 3-1. They probably work the easy way to wrap a cube or a box. Imagine pressing your Pritt stick down an odd-shaped present. It goes right through the paper. Yeah, exactly. Even then, though, I don't think you should be using a Pritt stick on a present at all. It's disrespectful to what's inside. Yeah. And also, like, think about that, right? You've got your lovely present, but it's got Pritt stick all over it. It just looks like someone spunked on it and then wiped it off, doesn't it? Because it's that snail trail thing. So, FM Con VIP gift packs include Pritt sticks. Yeah, Pritt sticks for the first 100 people, okay? It's been 35 years since I've even thought about a Pritt stick, let alone used one. Yeah, retro adhesives. As a plus, they might think it's a really good gift. maybe, yeah. One for all the family. Not all the family, obviously. Don't use Pritt stick. Just use a bit of badger gum. Yeah, it is just as sticky. I don't know how many bottles of that I can get you for 100 quid, but... Not as many as you'd think. Imagine the confusion on the person's face to try to unwrap it. Hello, Sam. How are you, pal? Welcome in new people, by the way. This is what happens. This is a usual thing. We were 3-0 up. This is how little attention we pay to the game. Too busy talking about Pritt sticks. And we've now sacrificed our top of the league placing to second bottom. 3-0 up and distracted by adhesives. Yeah. You know what? It's fine, isn't it? It's fine. It's what we would have all wanted, really. Tell you what, you can get your horse come. There's vans of the stuff driving past me in the work. Yeah. We've all been there. The stream usually ends up on bodily fluids, aliens, and celebrity murder conspiracies. Yeah. And sometimes all three at once. All four, sorry. Okay. I think that's probably a reasonable time to consider leaving. It's been fun. Welcome to everyone who's brand new. Make sure you drop a follow because we're going to be back again, and it's going to be like this always. Yeah, we do Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. We're not about on Monday coming up though because we've got some interesting stuff happening, which is top secret, which I can't say anything about, but it'll be cool. And then we'll be back. So it'll be back Wednesday. Will be the next stream. Who is about for raiding? Don't really know, to be honest. Haven't really seen anybody that we don't know. Let's have a little nosy around, shall we? Who's there? Obviously, we could be. Oh yeah. Google horse com's expensive. Sorry, I was going to do a raid, but I've now been distracted by the cost of horse jizz. Yeah. Oh yeah. You can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money with that. Yeah. So you might want to consider that as your thing. Right, here we go then. This is what we'll do. We're going to go to this streamer here if they've got their things up. Yep. Right. MLS hard mode. hard mode. How can you make MLS harder? Apparently you can. Right, loads of out of context, TJ. Love it. Should we ask whoever we're rating what they feel about glue? Yeah, do that. Ask them how many. Well, they're Americans, so I don't know how many Pritt sticks they'll get. They might do Gorilla Glue, possibly. So, right, take it easy, everyone. Pleasure, as always. Speak to you soon. All the best. Bye now.